It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we're watching the Bison's speedy running back. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach on.
There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now an option play, and we'll keep it.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Operating from the gun. Stockton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stockton forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little bit improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And they can't bring him down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
Now a give inside for Falk. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. To throw on 2nd down. Stockton. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
16 more on that one and another first down.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
and as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the ground with Fall.
9 yards the It's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Off play action. Stockton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Second and 10. Throwing again. Stockton. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on third down. Stockton. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their... But it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
from the gun on third down. Stockton, left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Stockton. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Stockton. That's caught right side by Anderson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stockton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Vancouver offense out and about set. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive, the less into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bisons have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On first and 10, Stockton. It completes it once more to Anderson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Stockton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now.
At the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 46 yards rushing for him down to this point.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was this?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 60. Time on the ground. Can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And 17 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 89. Incomplete.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Falk. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Stockton. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 13 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right. Maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To throw on 2nd down, Stockton. That is caught by Lamb. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Stockton. It's complete. He finds Falk here. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stockton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And this one is right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Looking to throw. Stockton getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down. Stockton. That is caught by Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards, Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Vancouver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.